Okay, we start our lecture for electronics 2, circuit analysis and design. My name is Emmanuel Trinidad. I'm from AMA Makati. Okay, we will discuss today a system overview of electronics. We'll have introduction to system, how the system work and how circuits and system work together. Then we have also linear and analog circuits, then difference between analog and digital circuit also. Then we will discuss also interface or mixed signal circuit, then other example of system. Okay, we start now. Okay, introduction to system. A system is any collection of components or devices that work together to form a complete entity that performs some useful function. For example, a system can be large or small. Then example of large electronic system is FAA or air traffic control system. Since our subject is electronics, we should also familiarize with the feedback and control system subject and some example. These are example air traffic control system, how this system work. First, it should be have what? Input also. Then in the middle or the medium will be the process. Then after that, it will have output. That is the open loop example. But in other system, there are too many example like closed loop. Then there will have a feedback. Okay. Another example of a small system, we have Apple iPad. Then most electronic products are in the form of system. Means some of our design, for example, temperature sensor, as long it has a system, it means it has a input. Then the middle class or the medium is in the center or the process. Then next we have the output. Okay, it depends. Now we discuss next. We'll have okay, introduction to system. A typical system is illustrated in this figure 27.1. First, in the upper means components. For example of components is resistor, capacitor, and transistor. Then you should made it a circuit made of components. For example, its connection is series or parallel or combination of both series and parallel. Next, it will be put in PCB or the module made of multiple circuits to make all the connection together using PCB. Then after this one, you should have a equipment made of one or more PCB, then module. It means since it's a module, it means combination of all PCB in one together. An example of module is, for example, if you will have to work as an instrument technician, there are some example of PLC, means programmable logic control. Then some of there are module. It means module combination of all PCB or made of multiple circuits. Then the last part, the system. System is consists of multiple pieces of equipment, sub-assemblies or IC. Okay, it means system, all the components, circuits, PCB, and other equipment made all together to form a system. Okay, next we have, okay, electronic components are combined to make circuits. Okay, we already discussed it. For example, connection of a resistor or a capacitor. Then there also have a diode. Then to form a circuits. Then circuits are then combined to make module. Okay, if the circuits are combined all, then it will produce a module or make a module. Then the next one, we have made of module and PCB that are combined to make sub-assemblies. Then sub-assemblies are then interconnect to make a piece of electronic equipment. This piece of equipment made of small system that has some useful function. Okay. Next we have today most electronic circuit are integrated circuits. Means As you can see, some of our electronics circuits are small pieces like IC, where all components are formed on a tiny chip. It's made of what? Silicon or other semiconductor materials. Then this IC are interconnected to form larger circuits and sub-assemblies. Okay, when we form all the IC, then it will become sub-assemblies. Next, the trend is to put even more components and circuit together on a single silicon forming a system or SoC, system on a chip. Mapapansin nyo, as you can see, some of our electronic is smaller. Then, but since it is smaller, means it's more comfortable to use and easy to use, and some are what? Cheapest or low price. Then we have SoC can have upward or of 100 millions and even billions of components on a single chip. Okay. For example, of a system, we have a computer set or computer central processing unit. Okay. Or we have next. The impact of semiconductor technology has been to make electronic circuit and equipment even more smaller and lighter than before. As you can see, when times go on, before our electronics or computer are bigger. Now we are already using a smaller size and lighter than before. Then electronic equipment is also easier to manufacture. And as I said before, it is low cost, lower cost overall. Then by using modern IC, electronic equipment is more reliable, so does not fail as often, rarely need repair. Okay, it means easier to maintain or change when there are some problem in a IC. Okay, next we have, okay, one key factor in making electronic equipment with IC is that equipment cannot easily be tested or repaired. Then most circuitry within IC is inaccessible, so it cannot be analyzed, then tested, or otherwise inspect to determine its functionality. Then another one characteristic of IC, most electronic equipment is frequently not repaired but simply discarded and replaced. Okay, as you can see, for example, you work in an industry, there is a module, instead of changing one IC, you shall only replace it or make get another module, then it will work or the equipment will work again. It means it is simply discarded and replaced. Okay, next one we have, okay, a major part of all design is programming the small single chip microcomputer called an embedded controller or microcontroller. Okay, as a computer engineering or electronics engineer, you should be familiarized with the use of this microcontroller. This microcontroller, it means it controls, monitor, and otherwise manage virtually every electronic product built today. Okay, there are two main example of microcontroller we're already using. We have Arduino and Gizduino. It will be depend on the output. For example, you are using it to measure temperature, then the output will be the temperature. Then input will be your goal or your what temperature you will needed. Okay, it will be depend. Okay, some microcontroller also used uh, to detect a motion. If your sensor is using a motion sensor, you can use microcontroller to detect motion. Okay, it depends. And it's also using a programming. We already using it C++ language. Then programming this device is interfacing to all other chips constitute well over 50% of most electronic design today. Okay, we have microcontroller. Next we have Today, the main work of technician is to troubleshoot, test, measure, and repair. Okay, that is the main work of a technician. For example, in a electronics technician, this one to test if the equipment is still working, measure if there is some changes in voltage or current. Then, if there are measured to have some problem, then you should repair it as a technician. Then, in the past, most faulty electronic equipment was referred by troubleshooting down to the component level. Okay, karamihan or majority of our electronic equipment, the main problem is the component. For example, the main component problem is when there is a short circuit. The main component that will be affected is the resistor because resistor resists current. It means if there are current problem or short circuit, the number one will be problem or will be low damage is the resistor. Then another one, if you are using in a circuit breaker, if there are another short circuit, the main component will be affected is the fuse. Then you should only repair it or make another fuse to use. Okay. Next we have today this procedure is less possible as defects inside IC cannot be identified and replacement may not be possible. Okay. Since we are using IC, for example, in a computer, most of us, instead of changing one IC, we only change one module, for example, a motherboard or a one group. Okay. For example, if the problem is video card, then you shall only change video card, not one IC only. Okay. Next, we have it is, however, possible to find the bad IC and replace it, and this is sometimes done. Okay, already some technician made it, or if they find a bad IC, then they replace it. Okay. Next, we have the main problem in troubleshooting and component level repair is finding the trouble. Okay, as a technician, these are the number one problem. If you will not look or find the trouble or the problem, it will not be it will be hard for you to repair electronic equipment. Then this usually takes time also and often very expensive test equipment. Okay, the one we are using as a technician, we already to find problem using a current or voltage or in a problem in a circuit connection, we use a tester, multimeter tester. Okay, it means it measure current, voltage, also fuse and diode and resistor. Okay, the cost of time and equipment is frequently well above the cost to simply discard the defective unit and replace it completely with a new one. Instead of finding one resistor or one component in circuits, it is better to discard the defective unit and replace it with new one. It means replace the module with another module as a group of circuits. Okay. Next we have today technician work at the system level, then technician work with the end equipment and its sub-assemblies. Okay, that is good. It means you're not only finding a fault or one damaged component, you only check the sub-assemblies if the one group is working or one group of component. Then technicians install equipment, test it, troubleshoot it, service and maintain it and operate it. Okay, that is the work of a technician. Okay, we have another one. Technician do not design equipment or analyze it. It otherwise engage in work generally done by engineer. Okay, that is the difference between technician and engineer. Technicians install, test, and troubleshoot, while the engineer are the one who analyze and and design the circuits. Okay. Next, we have technicians essentially work at the block diagram and signal flow level. While schematic diagram is still used, these are often only drawings and how an integrated circuit and other devices are connected. Okay, we have this one, schematic, we have schematic diagrams. Schematic diagram consists of drawings. Then you will see in schematic diagrams is the drawing with the components. Then, for example, it's a connection of circuits and all the electronic components. Then the work at this level involves the input and output of the IC and PC board and module. Knowledge of circuit details, therefore, are less valuable at all at that is once was. Okay. It means as a technician or an engineer, you should be familiarized on reading a schematic diagram. Okay. Schematic diagram is a drawing consists with drawing of IC or other devices or all the components in the circuits. Okay. Okay, these are example of a block diagram. As I said before, an electronic circuit and system work essentially as portrayed in this figure. We have input. Input is your goal. What, for example, if your input or a set point is you want uh, 18 degrees Celsius in your remote control, then the remote control will process it. Then the output will be the 18 degrees and 18 degree temperature. But as you can see, for example, the temperature is 20, then you want 18, it will change to 19, then 18. That is the work of feedback. Means feedback is we have plus or minus. It add or subtract. Then until the goal or your set point will be received on the output. Okay. Feedback is also used as a measurement for correction. Okay, we have next. Electronic signals are applied as input to a circuit or a system where they are processed in some way. Okay, we have signal. Signal is start with the input. The signals are converted or transferred in some way or used to generate new signals. In some circuits or systems, some of the output is sent back to the processing circuit to enhance or change the process based on the input. Okay, as you can see in the third paragraph, or it means it back to the processing circuit, that is the feedback, until it will get the base on the input. Okay, that is the work of the feedback to enhance or change. Next, we have the part of the output signal being sent back to the processing signal circuits is called feedback. Okay, that is already I already said before. Feedback. New output signals become the desired end result, and they may become the input to other circuit or equipment. Okay, since we have the output, that output will be what? It will become the input to the other circuit because they have connection. Okay, next we have. Okay, we have this one is for communication. As you can see, a system example, we have satellite dish antenna. This antenna is also a parabolic antenna, as you can see. It will amplify what? Down and convert. Then, how this satellite dish will be connected to the satellite receiver? Through what? Wire communication. This wire communication is an example of coaxial cable. Coaxial cable, as you can see, you are familiarized with that. You are using an antenna, that is the cable we are using between the antenna and television to receive the signal. Then we have satellite receiver. it has video and audio. Okay, that is the output. Then the output will be what? It will be seen or visualized using HD screen. Or if the output is sound, it will be received through what? Speaker. Okay, TV receiver and speakers. Next, we have how circuits and system work. A satellite TV signal from antenna is amplified at the antenna and converted to a lower frequency and transmitted on a coaxial cable to the satellite receiver box. The received video and audio signals are sent to the TV set where multiple circuits process the audio and video signal into the output that drive the large high-definition screen video display and the speaker. As you can see, this is the example of a system using a satellite TV signal. Okay? Coaxial cable is very important. It will be used as a medium between the TV signal and satellite receiver box. Okay, we have next. There are two basic type of signal that we already using it. For example, in television, first our television are using antenna, the barong antenna that is analog. Now we are using what? TV plus, that is digital signal. Okay, that is the difference between two. Which is the better is the digital because it's using a HD or more or good resolution. Okay, analog is signal like a sine wave very smoothly or continuously over time. Voice, music, video, and radio signal are example of analog. How about example of digital? Since digital are using a computer or binary, we have discrete value. That discrete value is, for example, 0, 0, 1, 1. That is the machine language or binary language. These signals represent number and codes in the binary system. Okay, next. Analog signals and digital signals require two different types of electronic circuits. We have linear and digital. Linear circuit process analog signals. The term linear is used because linear circuits input output response is a straight line or proportional variation. Means proportional variation since it's linear. For example, these are sine wave. For example, this amplitude is equal. If the signal increase, then the time also increase equal. For example, the signal is 4, then the time is equal to 4. It means proportional variation. That is a analog. Okay, we have. How about in digital circuit? Since it only using binary, digital can also be called pulse circuits as they with off on pulse rather than analog signal. It means on at saka off. The language of binary is off is 0 and on is 1. That is the signal form. Then some circuits actually combine analog and digital function. It can be referred as what? Combination of analog and digital. It will be called hybrid circuits. Okay, we have next. Linear circuit process analog signals. Okay, these are the common types of linear circuits. As electronics engineering or computer engineering, you should be familiarized with this equipment or these types of linear circuit. We have amplifier. What's the function of amplifier? From the word itself, amplify. It amplify what? Signal or signal boost. It will increase the signal. And if the signal or the input is sound, it will increase what? Sound. Okay, it will depend. Next, oscillator, oscilloscope. It oscillate or measure what? Voltage or current. Then the form will be what? Since it linear or analog is in the form of sine wave. Then we have mixer, modulator. Modulator is using in a transmitter. Before transmitting a signal, it will be modulate or change from one form to another. Then it will be will be transmit through BTS, base transceiver station. For example, in a TV station, for example, is the signal is TV, then it will be transferred first by the uh, base transceiver station. Next, we have the modulator. Modulator is in a transmitter. Then in the opposite side, to receive the signal, for example, in your digital box, it will have a demodulator to decode it or to make the signal appear to become what? Visualized as in a TV or it is a sound or in a FM station. Okay, it depends. Next one is we have phase PLL, that is type also of linear circuit. Phase lock loops. Okay, we have next. Okay, we will discuss amplifier. There are too many type of amplifier. Amplifier circuit that have gain. What's the meaning of gain? It means what? It increase or boost. But if it's attenuate, it means loss. Okay, that is the different terms. Next, we have amplifier takes small signal at the input and produce a large signal at the output. Okay, as you can see, input small signal. After it go to amplifier, it will be amplify a large signal at the output. Okay, gain, letter A, is the ratio of what? Output over input. You just this is our only the formula. For example, you have what 100 watts in output, then input is 50. That is 100 over 50. That is the value of your gain. The opposite of gain is the attenuation. You just only use the formula input over output, or attenuation is called loss. Okay, next we have most IC amplifiers are generally optimized for some particular frequency range. Typical categorization, this one example is, since we already done with analog, we already done with linear, we have another example of amplifier. This is called DC. DC means the direct current. Amplified DC current or usually have a restricted upper frequency response. What is the frequency to hear the audio or the sound? What is the frequency or the human sound that human can hear? This is called the audio signal that is in 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz range. That is the standard frequency where human can hear what? Audio or sound. That's why higher than this frequency, it will become noise or problem in our ear to hear. It's become too noisy. That's why this one audio amplifier designed this for this audio signal to read this one from 20 to 20 kilohertz range. Okay, that is a standard frequency. Next, what is RF amplifier? RF amplifier, it amplifies radio frequency signals. As I said before, example of RF frequency or RF is we have, if you are using FM, is in the megahertz. For example, 90.7 megahertz, that is the RF frequency. You are using RF amplifier to amplify that frequency. Okay? Because if the frequency, for example, a transmitter transmit radio frequency 90.7, then as long as it go on, what will happen to signal? It will decrease because the the higher or the longest distance, it will be decreased or it will attenuate. Then we will use RF amplifier to increase that frequency. Okay. Next, what's the use of video amplifier? Uh, it it optimized for video signal in DC to several hundred megahertz range. Okay. For example, a video signal, then it will increase megahertz range to make a good quality of the video signal. Another one, if you are working in a uh, radio frequency or television company like ABS-CBN or GMA, you will this one microwave amplifier. What is the what it what is work? Microwave amplifier do amplify only signal typically above 1 gigahertz. Okay, if the signal is below 1 gigahertz, if the signal is if the RF if the signal is RF or FM station like 90.7 megahertz, that microwave amplifier will not increase that one. Okay, only above 1 gigahertz, then it will be amplified. Okay, that's why, as you can see, if you are watching television, then uh, other people are hearing radio, there is no interference because they are using different frequency. Television maybe higher or it is using microwave, it using 1 gigahertz above. Okay, to make no interference between radio station and television frequency. Okay, we have next. Amplifier are also categorized based on input and output configuration. Okay, the two main types are single-ended and differential. What is the difference between single-ended? Single-ended have their input and output referred to a common ground. It means there are only one ground. That is single-ended amplifier. Then how about double-end differential amplifier? Okay, this is an example of single-ended. Common yung ground nila. Then one input and one output. Common ground. Next, we have a differential amplifier has two inputs. The output of a differential amplifier is a function of the difference between two input signal and the gain. Okay, this will be the differential amplifier schematic or the symbol. Okay, we have two input. We have voltage A in negative, voltage B in positive. Then one output. Okay, next we have other type of amplifier. Okay, we have operational amplifier. This is called op-amp. And the two programmable gain amplifier, PGA, are two other types of amplifier. Okay, what's the definition of op-amps? Okay, op-amps are a general purpose DC differential amplifier with a very high gain and wide frequency response. Connecting different resistor, capacitor, diodes, and other components to the inputs and the feedback path configured the amplifier to perform a specific function. Okay, since from the word operational amplifier, it consists what? Different types of resistor, capacitor, and diodes. Then this one is the schematic or the symbol. Okay, we have schematic diagram. We have below note the values of the resistor, set the gain at 10. Ang gain niya daw is 10, then this amplifier also invert the input 180 degree indicated by the negative sign in the gain expression. Okay, we have resistor 1 kilo ohms, and the feedback resistor is 10 kilo ohms. Okay, to use the formula gain, what's the formula? As you can see, you only divide the feedback resistor. 10 kilo ohms over what? If you have calculator, you can solve it. You divide 10 over 1 kilo ohms. What's the gain? Okay, I'll check. The gain should be what? 10, okay? That is correct. It's already show. Next, we have, okay, what's the definition of programmable gain amplifier, or it's called PGA? This one, PGA has special input that can be used to adjust the gain of the amplifier in an increment, in some case, continuously uh, over a given range. Then typically a gain of amplifier is adjusted by varying a DC input voltage. Next. Okay, this is an example of a gain amplifier circuit diagram or symbol diagram. We have voltage input, then it will go to direct to voltage output. But in the center, we have DC gain control input. It means the input will be controlled. Next, we have, it will be controlled. It depends on the program. Okay. Next. Okay, these are important amplifier specification. It should be have gain. Gain means increase in signal. Frequency response. Frequency response, it will depend if the cutoff frequency or how the signal responds. DC operating voltage range, voltage input and output range, power input and output range, input impedance and output impedance. Impedance is you are used to check if the signal is compatible with other circuits, okay? Or one equipment is compatible, or it can be used. Next, we have oscillator. Okay, oscillator is a signal generating circuits. It means it can generate either sine wave. Okay, since it's sine wave, it is what? It has an analog alternating current. Then rectangular wave like pulse, binary, square wave. Okay, that is an example of the signal that will be visualized in a oscillator. Can be rectangular wave like pulse or sine wave or binary square wave. Next, a pulse output oscillator is often called a clock since its pulse occurs in accurate intervals of time. Then some oscillator can also produce triangular or sawtooth output signal. Okay, for example of oscillator or other visualized like oscillator. For example, if you are familiarized with the equipment that are measuring uh, the intensity of earthquake, it is draw like sawtooth or triangular wave. Okay, it depends. For example, it's a sound. It's sometimes a binary square wave. Okay, it's like that. It's like that one. Okay, but oscillator, it is visualized show this wave to show what is the amplitude of current or voltage. Next, we have the basic symbol for oscillator. Since it's AC, we have that one alternating current form, that is sine wave in the left side. How about in the right side? It is pulse, then it is what? Square wave. Okay, that is the basic symbol. Okay, the other one is in sine form or sinusoidal, and the right side is a pulse, that is a square wave. Okay, next. Many oscillator are actually amplifier that have positive feedback. Okay, we have positive feedback. For example, is a circuit in the feedback path used to select a frequency of oscillation. Then frequency selected circuit can be what RC, that is resistance and capacitor phase shifter. An LC, resonance circuit or a quartz crystal, okay? LC means inductance and capacitance combination, uh, resonance circuit, okay? Later we'll check the formula. Next we have what? Uh, Many application of a simple oscillator replaced with a signal source called frequency synthesizer. Since we are now in a new technology, the old one is a oscillator. We are now using a frequency synthesizer. These are type of oscillator controlled by other circuit to provide a precise output frequency in increment. A synthesizer typically receive a digital input. Since the difference between this oscilloscope is AC or analog, then this synthesizer or frequency synthesizer, what? It is a receive a digital input code that causes a synthesizer to be set to a specific frequency. Okay, that is the main difference. Okay, the other one is analog oscilloscope and the other one is digital frequency synthesizer. Okay, next, the stability of a synthesizer is determined by a fixed frequency crystal oscillator. Then we have the phase lock loop. What is the application of phase lock loop? It's a common type of frequency synthesizer based on a circuit. Okay, I will show the schematic or the symbol. Okay. Okay, this will be the part of power supply. As you can see in your LMS, there are part of power supply like transformer. Next is the rectifier. Then we have the smoothing or the capacitor. Then next will be the regulator. That is the main components of a power supply. Okay. Power supply is a set of electronic circuits that supply power to other circuit or equipment. The main composition of power supply or voltage we are already using is 5 volts to 12 volts. Okay, it depends. Batteries are the power supply to electrical equipment. Okay, for example, batteries. What's the form of batteries? For example, 2 volts or 1.5, then series it will become 3 volts. It means it can be used in a laptop, cell phones, digital cameras. That is the power supply. Then the most common power supply is what? It converts a standard AC line voltage 120 volts or 60 hertz into one or more DC voltage. Okay, that is the power supply. Some of the circuit that make a power supply are, ito yung composition niya. What are the composition of or parts of a power supply? We have, as I said before, it has rectifier to convert AC to DC, then filter to make the signal small or the voltage smaller. Then it will filter or remove some ripple or some problem in circuits. Then it will be regulated to make 5 volts. Okay. Then DC to DC converter, inverter. You are familiarized with inverter. Inverter are used in solar panel. Since solar panel only input is from the sun, then since this source or energy should be go to battery, we use inverter to convert this energy. Then this will be stored in the battery using the inverter. Or from AC to DC, because DC is a battery and AC is the energy from the sun. Okay, next we have power management circuits. Okay. Okay, you should be familiarized with that as a part of your electronics. Okay, we have 120 volts AC, 60 hertz power line. For example, if we use that line or the line in our homes, the live wire, it is 120 volts. Then there's a transformer. There are two types, step up and step down. What's common is step down transformer. It will decrease the voltage value to make it 5 volts. If we are using 5 volts power supply, then rectifier will be used from AC, convert AC to DC, then filter. If there are some problems or some ripple, it will be filter, then regulator to become voltage DC and voltage DC2. Okay, that is the form. Then it will be discussed later, this one. Okay. How about digital circuits? Digital circuits are circuits that operate on what? Binary voltages. Uh, Binary signals are pulses that switch rapidly from one voltage level to another. Then some digital circuits switch between 0 and near ground to 3.3 volts. Switching speeds are in the nanoseconds and picoseconds. Then since it's a binary pulse, it represents what? Or the machine that can read, the machine or computer can read what? 0 and 1. That is the binary number system. That is the digital circuits. Some of our digital circuits is, for example, if you connect a computer, uh, first it will have 120 volts AC, then the computer or a voltage regulator, then it will be converted to digital circuits. Then you can use your computer. And some of other electronic components is this from this conversion or need power supply and these digital circuits. Next we have, okay, binary number based on two number. You are familiarized with that. There are too many binary number, that is 0, 1. We have also hexadecimal, and other one is what? Octal, and the other one is decimal form. Okay. You already know that one, binary. This gate will be discussed in a logic. The AND, OR gate, and NOT. AND is multiplication function, OR is addition, NOT is like inverter. Okay. It's an example of what? Digital circuits. These all gates. There are too many gates or IC gates or logic gates. We have AND gates, OR gate, other is XNOR, NOR gates. Okay. Next we have, okay, I will not discuss this anymore. It's a part of logic. I just only summarize this one. AND gate means multiply A times B, okay, 0, 0, 0. Then it will have output in 1 times 1, okay? Next, OR gate means you just add. Okay, 0 plus 0, 0, then it will only have 0. As long it has 1, it will become 1 because it's addition, okay? 0 plus 1, 1, then 1 plus 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, okay? Next, NOT circuit. NOT circuit is also called what? Inverter. The opposite of the input. The output will be the opposite of input. For example, input is 0, then it will become what? 1. Then the inverse data or input is 1, then it will become 0. Okay, it's just simple. Next, NAND gate, the opposite of AND gate, that will be, since it become 1 times 1 is equal to 1, then the opposite is 0. Okay, it's just the opposite of the AND gate. As you can see, there's a bubble here. Okay. For example, 0 times 0, 0. Then since it has inverter or bubble, then the output will be 1. Okay. Just the opposite. Next, NOR gate is the opposite of OR gate. Since 0 plus 0 is 0, then opposite is 1. Okay. You just make it the different sign or different value, the opposite value. Okay, next. XOR gate, okay. That is, for example, 0 plus 0 plus 0, then the opposite is 0, then it will become 1. As long it has the value of, as long it has a value of or equal, it will become what? Then 1 equal 0, that is 1, equal 1 is 0. That is for the XOR. Okay, that is only a standard. You should be familiarized with this truth table. Okay. We have flip-flop. These are using a digital circuit in a logic circuit also. Flip-flop is a binary storage element. It has two input and a reset and a two output. Okay, we see the truth table for flip-flop. Okay, that's the flip-flop. Okay, we have set and reset. Okay, next we have, these are the common function of digital circuits made of gates and flip-flops. Okay, we have encoder. What's the use of encoder? It converts one binary input code into another. Then what the use of decoder? Made of AND gates and is used to what? Recognize the presence of specific codes in the input. Multiplexer. How about multiplexer? Select one multiple input to appear at the single output. Okay, multiplexer means it has what? Multiple input, then only one output or one selected output. Okay, next, demultiplexer. Select one multiple output to which the single input is connected. Okay. As you can see, multiplexer and demultiplexer is inversely proportional. Okay, what's the use of adder? Adder is adds and subtracts binary number. Then counter, it multiple flip-flops made make up of circuits that counts up and down, or it depends in the binary number format. Then storage register, multiple FF store and binary number. Then shift register, multiple FF store, a binary number can shift the bits right or left to move. Okay. Next we have what? Memory circuits are extremely important to all digital applications, especially in computer. Okay, memory circuits, it has what? It can store multiple binary number or words. It's just a storage or memory storage. The simplest memory is a storage register or multiple storage register put together to store what? Multiple words. Okay, that is only some example of FF flip-flops. Okay, you should be familiarized with these types of memory. We have static, dynamic, RAM. What is a random? RAM is a random access memory. ROM, read-only memory, and flash memory. Okay, next. A microcontroller is a complete computer on a chip, as I said before. Then this miniature computer can be programmed and perform virtually any digital function. Example of this one microcontroller, we have Arduino and Gistuino. Okay, next. Microcontroller is made up of three main parts. We have CPU, memory, and input-output circuits. Okay, this is an example of microcontroller. The major components of microcontroller. What is the major components? We have CPU, we have memory. It can be RAM or ROM, then I/O, input-output circuits. Okay, as long it has a I/O, input-output, it can provide what? Interface to external circuit and equipment. It means a microcontroller can be what? Connected to other components or equipment using this I/O input-output circuits. Okay. Then it has also a programmable because it can be stored in the memory, RAM or ROM, and use this computer function as in the CPU. Then processing, it can be math and logic. Okay, next, microcontroller are called embedded controller. It means it composed of many type of circuits or assemblies. Variation of the microcontroller are a microcontroller unit, or it's called MCU, and microcomputer. It's the variation, okay? A CPU by itself is called what? The brain of computer or CPU itself is called microprocessor. Okay. Example only, it has a field programmable gate array. Then since it has an interface circuits or interface with other parts or other equipment or other components, interface circuits connect one circuits or pieces of equipment to another. That is the function of microcontroller also. Okay, what's the common interface circuit? That is the comparator. Okay, this is the show or the schematic or diagrams symbol. An interface circuit, we have comparator. It has voltage A negative and voltage B positive. Okay, it's just compare. It means since it comparing, it has two input. The comparator has two inputs, BA and BB for analog signal and signal digital output. Then the comparator looks at the two input voltage and develop a binary output that say that A is greater than B. Okay, that is the operation. Next we have mixed signal circuits. It means uh, another widely used interface. It has analog to digital converter or ADC. For example, analog input, then what will be the output? That is the DC or the analog to digital converter. It will become digital. What that's digital? That is binary output. Okay. Okay, this will be the last slides. Okay, that's familiar. You shall be familiarized with that digital input to analog output. Input is digital, then the output will become what? Analog. Okay.